Hold on. Yep.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FDB Transfer Daily News. Just want to start the show off by saying R.I.P and give our condolences to Gerard HOULLIER, great manager, and we wish his family all the best and send our condolences and love. This is just a quick video we've got here, gents, just to run through some Transfer Daily bits and bobs and what's hot in the news and what's hot out of the news, and I'll send you some questions. First one we're going to top on is Wolves renew their interest in Man City defender ZINCHENKO. What's your thoughts?
Okay. For me, I think at the moment, the Wolves from last season doesn't look the Wolves of this season. I don't know whether or not it's because Jota isn't there and he's a massive, massive piece of the jigsaw and the puzzle with them. But defensive-wise, I don't know. I don't think you could get in at centre-back at thingy. I don't think he could. I think they're defensive-wise, two centre-backs there are brilliant.
He's not Portuguese, though, is he? So
that's true as well. That's very true. But I think at the moment, when I look at, say, their defence, it's not nothing to do with their defence. It's almost like to do more or less with their midfield and centre forward. I think Traore don't look the player he was last season. So for me, bringing him in from Man City, if it's a loan deal, then yes, for the rest of the season. But if it was a permanent deal, then no.
Is that the position they're really looking for, though? Because aren't they struggling without Jimenez as well now, as well as Jota? They're going to struggle to get goals.
I'd say Wolves have got a solid midfield, solid back four. I'd say they need to focus on up top now.
Yeah,
I mean, Jota's gone. I mean, they need to get some strikers. Traore is brilliant. Don't get me wrong, absolutely brilliant.
Can't do it on his own though.
He can't do it on his own, and you're right. I reckon they need to focus on their attacking game. I mean, they can defend and they can counter attack, but if they get some like decent strikers up there. They want a proper holding striker up top that can hold the ball and play off with Traore and that. And I reckon they'd be real challenging.
100% agree with that.
Right, we'll try and keep this sweet and short. Adam, this next one's coming to you.
Yeah,
We've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to turn down Juventus swap deal, including Pjanic and Douglas Costa for Paul Pogba. What's your thought?
well, it'd be stupid if you turned that down, wouldn't he? He wouldn't turn that down. I mean, Pogba's got to go. Look at his agent. His agent's making the club look stupid. If I was United, I'd tell him just that principle. I'd tear up his contract, if I'm honest. I wouldn't even care about the money. But yeah, he'd be stupid not to turn down that swap deal.
You reckon so?
I to be honest with you, I'm a Paul Pogba fan, so I'm all Paul Pogba. I don't want to see him leave the club. So for me, that deal alone is embarrassing, especially when you think about 2 years ago, Jose Mourinho tried to get Pjanic, and basically the money what they wanted was ridiculous. So yeah, no swap deal for me at all. Let's keep Pogba at the club.
Yeah,
I think you're crazy. I mean, Pjanic, he had a little stint at Barcelona, and he looks decent. I mean, he's been at Juve team for a long time. And he is a controller, and he can control midfield. Douglas Costa, that's a talent. That is a talent.
He's a talent, but for me, I look at Pjanic, and I think, how old is he? I think he's like 30 or 31.
Yeah,
he's not young. He's not young.
You need a player like that in your team. I need a player like that in my team, but definitely I'll take Douglas Costa and Pjanic over Paul Pogba any day of the week. I can't. If Paul Pogba, there seems a bit of toxicity in that team because of him and his agent.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys seen the news again, but his agent again came out about an hour or so ago again, basically saying he's unhappy. So it's almost like the agent hasn't learned his lesson. It's almost like the agent is trying to do something, and I don't think Pogba has got any involvement in it whatsoever, because his agent come out about an hour again saying Paul Pogba is unhappy. So who do we believe? Who do we believe?
Sack him.
That agent needs to go. I mean, it's unprofessional. Like, he should not be speaking on behalf of a player who's coming out on his own social media saying, I'm happy where I am. I know what I want. So he should be telling his agent, like Gary Neville when who was it? Gary Neville and Paul Scholes were having an argument on the Sky Sports a couple of games ago, and they were telling that they should have got rid of this player. You shouldn't. The agent, sorry, you should not be having this this conundrum with his agent over all these press. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
100% with it. And I think partly as well, I think most players now, I think, would see him. And if Paul Pogba left in, I don't know if you guys know it or if it's rumours it's rumours obviously, but do you know if Paul Pogba leaves in January or if Paul Pogba let his contract run down, his agent gets like 40% of what he's doing. Like Man United, in a sense, only paid something like 40-something million for Paul Pogba. The rest of the money went to the agent.
Yeah.
He made the money with this deal.
And I mean, I like Pogba probably more as a person. He's a good footballer. He's talented. Wastes his talent, but he's not. Is Paul Pogba going to go and win United a title? No. Is he going to go and win in the Champions League? No, because he needs too much quality around him. We can't babysit players when we're in the position we're in. So, because his agent will make money out of the deal, I'll say, do you know what? Fuck off. Tear up the contract in front of him. Say, there you are. Take your client somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'd say exactly the same thing.
And then the agent's not making money. If they tear up his contract, they may lose some money, but the agent at principle won't make money either. So
but that's what I think Alex Ferguson did, though, wasn't it, originally with the agent? Because I think at 16-year-old, I think the agent, that's why he left to go to Juventus, is because the agent came out and said Paul Pogba at 16 or 17, he should be on more money than Paul Scholes. And that's where it started off. That's where it started off from. So Ferguson just let his contract run down and let him go for free.
That's a statement.
That's to do with the agent. Like, I think Ferguson, even in his book, has said he's poison.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do you think of Costa, though? Do you think he'd be a good addition for United?
I think it would be a brilliant addition for United, but I just wouldn't swap him for Pogba.
Who would you swap him for?
I'd go out and buy him.
No.
I'd go out and just buy him because then that will give more cover.
We've already got too many clowns in the cart, mate.
That's true as well. That's true. Most of these players, as much as we're fickle as United fans, we'll think most of these players would get in any team in the world, but we secretly and deep down, we know they wouldn't even sort of get in top 6 club in the country, let alone, you know what I mean, anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Right, next headline. Former Spurs star Christian Eriksen has been involved in an offer to Arsenal in a swap deal for January transfer window. What's your opinions on that?
All day I'll take him on arse. All day I'll take him. All day long.
Arsenal definitely they need a player of that sort of caliber.
All day. He's world class.
Is he the right player to come across at this kind of rivalry at the minute? I mean, he's not really a Sol Campbell that's going to come across.
Nah, he's not. I think most of the European players, when you look at them, they don't come across as rivalry. It's only British. If you're British, then it's a rivalry. But European players, I don't think it's a rivalry at all. Like, you got to think, 2 years ago, United wanted him. And he let his contract run down and went to Juventus because United didn't want to pay the extra sort of like 40 grand a week for his wages.
What's it, Inter Milan, didn't he?
Inter Milan,
Inter Milan, sorry, Inter Milan, So he went to Inter Milan instead of coming to United. But at the same thing, I don't understand how the hell Inter Milan don't have money, but they can afford all the wages.
It doesn't state who's actually involved in the swap deal from Arsenal.
It's basically, I think it's just rumours. I think it's probably going to be one of the youngsters. That's all I can think of. It's going to be one of the youngsters doing a swap deal with him because
Ozil.
No, Ozil. That's a good. It is.
That kills 2 problems, surely.
Yeah, it does.
Ozil
ain't going nowhere. Ozil, if no one's matching his wages, Ozil ain't going nowhere. He's an Arsenal football fan. He's going nowhere. He's sticking at Arsenal. He's letting that contract run down. He ain't going nowhere.
100%.
Ozil ain't going nowhere. Ozil is a fantastic player, world-class player. And Arsenal right now cannot score goals. They can't do anything. They're not playing good football. Worst disciplinary team this season in the Premier League. And yet you got Ozil on the bench. Not even on the bench, not even in 25. Something, you know what? It's baffled me. It absolutely baffled me what Ozil ain't playing.
Ozil's bringing out clothing ranges, jewelry link-ups, shoes. He's bringing out everything bar assists and goals at the minute.
Exactly.
But fair play to the man.
Fair play. You got to take your hats off to him. And plus, he's keeping what's his name in the job as well? The your mascot.
No, Arsenal refused to let him pay it.
What?
Yeah, the club refused to let him pay it.
Refused.
Oh my. Okay.
That's what I mean. That's why it's something so high up happening with
at the club.
Situation.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be.
I mean, Eriksen to Arsenal. How much would that open up Aubameyang for scoring goals?
A lot.
That creativity from Eriksen.
A lot. I was surprised. Spurs. Imagine he was at Spurs right now as well, with that team around him.
Nah, Jose don't like him.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, could be a massive hiccup. That
you know what happens if Jose don't like you? You don't play.
You don't play just like Dele Alli.
He might as well carry on. He'd come to Arsenal and end up at Ozil's house.
Oh yeah.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
Manchester United will have the opportunity to sign AC Milan's attacking midfielder Hakim in the January transfer window, but they're not willing to spend more than £20 million on this player. Is that enough?
I would say for a player that's not really and truly done too much, and I don't even think he started a lot for AC Milan as well. I think 20 million would be a good price for him. We do need attacking players in the team, because right now we got no wingers, and I just think to myself, we need something. No, yeah, but Douglas Costa, Douglas Costa is a great. I don't know, but you know what the thing for me is just looking at these players, and it's an age thing. That's the problem for me. It's the age. I think he's only about 23, 24. He's young.
Goodbye.
That's what I'm saying. It's goodbye for that age. But when you look at Douglas Costa, he's almost, I think, is it 30, 31 again?
No, I don't think he's that old.
Oh, he's all late 20s.
Probably.
He's about 28, 29, I think.
Yeah, so for me, again, it's that thing for me. And Dan James ain't. Pardon?
Better than Martial.
Again, I'm a Martial fan. I'm a Martial fan, but I do know the criticism though. Martial, to be honest with you, it's a case for me. I don't know. He just don't look happy playing for the club. He looks miserable all the time.
No matter who I say to you, if they're a Man United player, you'll defend them.
No. I promise you, there's a lot of players I do not like. Adam, we talk all the time. Adam will tell you there's a few players I defend, and there's other players I will not defend. I think for me, as a United fan, Fred, I defend. Pogba. Fred, yeah. Because I think he's a lot better. He's a better player than what he's showing right now. But I think it's the manager. That's down to the manager.
Fred to me is almost like United trying to mimic the nanny buy. You know what I mean? It is.
Fred is quite. If you ever watch Shakhtar Donetsk, and you watch Fred play, Fred's not even giving about 40% of what he can actually do.
I don't know.
Van der Beek, won't say nothing negative about him. Who else?
He only played 2 games, didn't he?
Well, the games he's played, he's been phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's been phenomenal. The games he's played. But for me, there's players in the team. Like for me, I look at our 2 centre back, and I think they're clowns.
Would you sell De Gea?
Would I?
Not yet.
No, probably next season. I would sell him next season, definitely.
I'll probably give him the season after.
Nah, I'll sell him. I'd get rid of him now.
How old is he now? 28?
No, older than that.
No, he's not.
Get rid of him while you can before you get to money. How much did you get for him now?
Good luck. About 10 million. No, I'm joking. We get about 50 million for him.
Remember, he's still got 3 years on his deal as well.
Yeah, he has. Listen, I'd sell him, get rid of Maguire and Lindelof, and bring back Phil Jones. I think I'll have a better chance of us doing better. No.
You're gonna go in there. You're gonna get rid of Bailly.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
You can't keep an injury player. He plays once a year.
But,
plays once a year. So no, you got to go in. You got to get rid of Bailly.
Twanzibi, I'd love to have him, but he's
he can go. He can go.
He's injury pro.
And then Phil Jones can go. Alex Tellez, he can go back to where he came from. That's terrible. Terrible player. I'd rather play Brandon Williams for backup.
No way.
I'd rather play Brandon Williams. He's been
What do you reckon, Carl? No way.
Don't get me started. But I'll talk about Man United because I'm not talking about us at the minute. I was going to sell the whole team. I wouldn't have the team. I'll just have a bunch of fans singing songs. That'll be it. Don't get me started.
No, and then you've got to go into the midfield. McTominay, he's gone.
Gone.
Yeah, Pogba, just because of his age.
Keep him.
Gone.
Fred, gone.
Keep him.
Fred, he's tenacious, wins the ball back. He's one of the hard workers. So, for now, I'll keep him. Who has Bruno? Bruno's Bruno. Greenwood probably needs another year coming on as a sub before he starts every game.
I would not start Greenwood as a player. Would not start him.
Rashford stays. Martial, I'd let him go for free.
You see, for me, Martial, I'd play him
his
on the bench.
team needs to go. How many millions have we paid
for underrated players? A lot.
No, players that Phil Jones, 70k a week. He's not even in the Premier League squad.
Martial was supposed to be the next Henry when he signed with you lot. It was the big thing, wasn't it? He was the next Henry. I remember.
No.
That's the problem. No one's the next Henry. There's only one Henry.
This is the problem. These young players now will get noted for a style of play, and they're like, "Oh, he's the next Zidane. Oh, he's the next Ronaldinho. He's the next Messi." Like João Felix, he's like, "Oh, he's the next Ronaldo."
Yeah,
leave him alone. Let him be João Felix. Let him be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let the player be the player.
Do you think that players are too overcoached now to become their own personality on the pitch?
100%.
100%. Yeah.
You're not going to get players like Zidane and a player like Ronaldo coming through or anyone like that because they're too overcoached.
You can't teach a player to be like these players because they're born naturally with the gift.
Yes.
Yeah. Zidane, great football mind, one of the most technically gifted players that ever graced all time. But did he get all the awards and all the trophies that he should have got? No. Is he as famous as Ronaldo or Brazilian Ronaldo? No, not really. But he's one of the greatest minds to have graced it. You can't teach that.
Yeah. Another player as well, what I look at as well, and I think probably is rated, but he wasn't that rated, was Seedorf as well. He was a beast as well. But again, when you look at certain players, I look at, say, for instance, I look at Tony Adams, and a lot of people might sit there and think, Tony Adams is Mr. Arsenal, but the problem with him being Mr. Arsenal, as a defender, he's a no-nonsense defender. That's how he was. Steve Bruce.
Next to him.
Yeah, Steve Bruce was, I don't know if you guys know the stats, but he never capped once for England. Never.
Mental.
And again, and now you get these players who's coming in like rugby tackling their own players. So it's, for me, definitely some of these players, like I said, are overcoached.
100%. Yeah. Right.
So,
remember, everyone keep hitting the subscribe button, keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting. And we're going to be back. Well, there's going to be another daily show back tomorrow. So see you all then.
See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.
Cheers.